Good morning to one and all. My name is Ivas Reddy. Today we are discussing about nuclear magnetic resonance. What is nuclear magnetic resonance means? It is also called as magnetic resonance spectroscopy or proton magnetic resonance spectroscopy. It observed spectroscopic technique view to local magnetic field around atom nucleus. Means if we irradiate the processing nuclei a beam of electromagnetic radiation of desired frequency, the low energy nuclei will absorb it, moves to the higher energy state. Okay, when the atom also round to the nuclei. The second principle, we can see the sample is placed in the magnetic field. When the sample is placed in magnetic field and the NMR signal is produced by excitation of nuclei with radio waves into nuclear magnetic resonance, which is directed into radio receiver. Means the radio waves means that when NMR peaks is there, means signals is nuclear magnetic resonance. When waves are nuclear magnetic waves are in, it is inserted, which is related by radio receiver. Means the processing proton absorbs energy from the radio frequency source only if the processing frequency is the same as frequency of the radio frequency beam. Okay. Third point, we can see the principle. The intramolecular magnetic fields around an atom in a molecular changes. The resonance frequency it access of electronic structure of molecular and its individual compounds. Means the intermolecular magnetic fields around the atom means surrounding the nucleus with the atom in a molecular changes the resonance frequency it acts as the electronic structure. Means resonance frequency means when it's a signal is passing, then the resonance is coming to the outside. It is acts as the electronic structure of the molecule, and it's individually compounds. Individually components on the nucleus is surrounding the atom. It is a single or unique compounds. Next point we can see in the fields are unique or highly characteristic to individual compounds. Means the field means when a certain of the atom is surrounding the nuclei are unique to or highly characteristic to individual compounds. That is when quantum energy means Hv, we can see, of electromagnetic radiation matches up to the energy difference between the two energy states at the field strong field strength. Means when two states of energy is going up, then the fields of the energy is strength to increase the radiation to go into the passing, it is called the field strength. Sixth point, we can see the nuclear spins. Means it's called nuclear spins. It's surrounding the it, nuclear spins by a weak or oscillating magnetic field, usually referred to as a radio frequency pulse. The nuclear spins by weak oscillating magnetic field means the nuclear spins around the weak oscillating magnetic field is there. Usually it refers to the radio frequency pulse. Means when the weak or strong oscillating magnetic field is going to the spins in the nuclear, then the strong oscillating is around the moving the fast. It is referred to the radio frequency pulse. So seventh point, we can see the detection of the analyzing of the electromagnetic waves emitted by nuclei. Means detection means the when when some of the radiation heat detection in the atom or nuclei and analysis of the electromagnetic waves. Means the when it touches to the atom or nuclei of the magnetic field, then the electromagnetic waves are emitted by nucleus. Means it is When the occurs, the nucleus and the radio frequency beam are said to be at resonance. What is resonance means? The nucleus of the radio frequency of a beam is called as resonance. Okay, we can see the eighth point. When NMR spectroscopy principle is based on the fact that all the nuclei are electrically charged and the nuclei of most of the atoms show spin. This is called the NMR spectroscopy principle. This is the main concept. That all nuclei are electrically charged and nuclei of most of the atoms show spin within the time. Within time means it is spin to the their existent time and the place. Okay, then hence the term of nuclear magnetic resonance. If nucleus like proton is placed in external magnetic field, means it is derived as HO. Okay, then it is the magnetic movement of the proton will be oriented either with or against external magnetic field. This is like the magnetic controller of the magnetic field. It's going to the signals of the peak means the detector. When the magnetics of the RF transition rate is going to the up of the transition, then the detector means it is when is the detection means when is the passing a light of the beam is it is detect the how much of the length and going to the speed of the length of the nucleus. It is called detection or detector. It is observes the light and the it's calculate the signals of the peaks. Okay, 9 point we can see the NMR use energy in the radio frequency range of the electromagnetic spectrum. NMR use energy in the radio frequency range of the electromagnetic spectrum. This is the most important point in NMR principle. NMR use energy means when it's gain and loss the energy, it is the radio frequency range of the electromagnetic spectrum. Means electro means magnetic movement of the proton will be oriented with against external magnetic field. The protons irrigated with the external of the magnetic field. It is plus 1 by 2 or lower of them. It is called energy. It is related by minus 1 by 2. This is higher. On more stable state, it is called first state. Okay. Next point we can see the protons and neutrons and electrons can be thought of as spinning on their axis in either and upwards or downwards. Protons, neutrons, electrons are there in the nucleus of the atom can be thought of the as spinning of on their on the shape and the time distance on their axis in their upwards and downwards means as this side or this side or this side, and it is around the frequency of the magnetic external magnetic or internal magnetic field. Okay, protons and electrons and neutrons can be thought of as spinning on their and upwards or downwards direction. Means it is the applied magnetic field, whereas the protons are negated against the external magnetic field, means minus 1 by 2 of is of the higher energy or less stable state, means it is called as a p state. The energy difference between alpha and beta spin states depends on the strength of the applied magnetic field, means HO. We can see the greater is the strength of applied magnetic field is the greater is the difference in energy. Last one we can see the however in atoms with an add number of nucleus, the nucleus of has a overall spin momentum. Okay, these of the magnetic field of the greater is the difference in energy. Difference of in energy, it is we can say that delta E is equal to RH 2 pi. This is important formula of the NMR principle. Okay, this is the NMR principle main points. Thank you.